So I'm going to show you today how to use a free Gmail account as a catch-all for your personal domains and emails. If you have a personal domain name, you're probably using an email client like Outlook or Apple Mail, but a lot of people still really love using Google. However, you can't use Google as an email client unless you have a business account, and you have to pay, I think it's like $6 per email under a Google business account. So here I have my domain, Blizzard Branding, and I've just created this new email address, leo@blizzardbranding.com. And when I created it, you can see it has given me the email configuration. And wherever your email is hosted, you will have to find your email configuration. It's going to be in a few different places. You'll have to just dig around with whoever is hosting your email to find your email configuration. And what we're really interested in is the outgoing server. And because we're going to set this email to forward to our Gmail account and then use the outgoing server to be able to send email from our Gmail using that email. So I'm going to go into the webmail section of this. Now, I could have set this up just as a forwarding email, but I personally like having a back-end webmail that I can check just in case there's any problem ever, or I get something and it goes to spam. I can go into here and check the spam to see if I've missed it. And this is a generic server-side webmail that usually comes when you create an email. So I'm going to go into my mail configurations. And you can see mail client, right? So it lists a bunch of mail clients. As you can see, it does not list Gmail because Gmail really isn't a mail client, but email client, but you can still use it as one. Manual settings, there's my settings on here if I wanted to find. So I'm going to go to forwards, and I'm going to create a forward, and I'm going to forward this to my Gmail. Now that I've got this forward set up, this is going to forward all my emails to my Gmail account. And that could be enough if you just wanted to get all of your emails in your Gmail account and see them. But when you reply, it will be right now it will be replying from my Gmail, and people will then see that Gmail. But I want to be able to reply from my Leo@Blizzard Branding. So I'm going to go into my Gmail, go into click the sprocket to go into my settings, and then go see all settings. So here's my Gmail settings, and I'm going to accounts and import. So this is where I'm going to tell it, where it says send mail as. I'm going to set it up to be able to send mail as the email that I just set up. You can also check mail from other accounts. I could set it up this way to be able to check mail from my other mail accounts, but I've done this before, and it only checks every hour, which if you're in business or just getting a code to log into something is not often enough. So just setting it up as an email forward is actually a lot faster. You get your emails a lot faster. Add another email address. Name, Leo Blizzard. Email. I'm going to put the email that I just created. I'm treating this as an alias. So this is where we wanted that outgoing server information. I'm going to go back into this site tools, and our outgoing server. Your outgoing server is usually mail.yourdomainname.com or dot whatever you put. But sometimes it's different, so it's always just good to check to make sure. So in the SMTP server, you're going to put your outgoing server. Username. So my username is my email address, which is very common. And I set up a password beforehand. This is going to be the password that you set up when you set up your email. So it's your email server password. I'm going to use a secure connection. And then the port, you always want to check your port. So I'm going to change my port to 465. It's one of these three options, so there's a chance that you won't get it wrong if you're guessing. And then add account. So here it's asking me to verify. Once I've clicked verified, it's going to send a confirmation to my email. And this is another reason why I like having the webmail set up as opposed to just a forward. So I can go back into my webmail. Here's my verification email. Click the verification, confirm. Okay, so we gave it a minute for those settings to update. It didn't show up right away, but now you can see if I open up a new message, in the From tab, you have this little drop-down menu. And if I drop it down, you can see I can choose which email I want to send from. And I can choose Leo at Blizzard Branding. And if I were to open up a message, if I hit reply, it is going to reply to the email that it was sent to. And that is back in your settings, in your Gmail settings. You can set that to right here. Reply to the same address that the message was sent to, or you can set a default email to always reply from. And that setting is right there. Okay, hope this was helpful. I'm going to try and do more of these, but we'll see.